did a great job of playing boxing and elbows. They did a phenomenal job defensively. They wanted to try to clog the lane up a little bit there, so it was kind of tough for us to get into our offense a little bit.
What do you think the difference was tonight?
Well, I think they came out with good intensity defensively. You know, they really tried to double team us and be scrappy out there and kind of clog the lanes up, make us beat it from the outside. You know, tonight was a night we didn't quite shoot the ball particularly well, but we'll have a better game again too.
Amare, it seemed at times there was 2 and 3 guys on you down there in the paint. What adjustments can you guys make in game 2 to get you some more shots and some better looks?
Well, we only have 4 fast break points, so we gotta create the tempo. We gotta up the tempo a little bit there. You know, get out and run lanes and set screen and rolls and just create the tempo. You know, a faster tempo out there. So if we get that going and loosen up their defense a little bit, then we'll get better looks.
Steve, you guys can never get. It seems like you got a 2.4-point lead. You can never get separation from this team. You guys talked about that like late in the third and early fourth.
Yeah, we just didn't play well enough tonight. You know, we got ourselves in some good positions, but we couldn't finish it. We couldn't really get going and make a bunch of shots. And I thought our defense was fine for the most part. We needed to make it, I think, a little bit more of a commitment sometimes on penetration and post-ups with our help side, but we went long stretches where our defense was fine. I thought our offense wasn't great, and overall we just didn't play well enough. We think we'll play better than that most nights, so we gotta look forward to game 2 and play a little better. And I think we can get a win if we play better.
Defensively, you guys shut teams down recently in the fourth quarter. You gave up 35 today. A lot of it's maybe fouling, and you guys talked about that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that was important. I thought they got a little run there. Like I said, we weren't committing so much from the weak side on penetration and post-ups like we need to. And they got inside. I think when they got inside there, we make a high percentage of shots. But we got to just play better. We got to do a better job of that, and offensively as well. I thought we were a shade of ourselves. So we got a lot of improving to do if we want to win the series.
I think spacing was the issue there on offense.
Not really. We just didn't make as many shots as we normally do. I thought we had a lot of good looks that we didn't knock down. We weren't really sharp. They're going to make it look like the floor's not spaced because they clog it up and use their length. So, we just got to try to make them pay.
Was there anything they did that got you off guard, surprised you defensively, or was there
No.
anything you expected?
Exactly what we expected. They played well. They made a lot of plays offensively. And, I think that's the difference. It was a very similar game to the last time we played them at home. We beat them in a lower scoring game. And I think they made more plays this time than last time. I thought the zone was effective last time. Tonight, I thought our man was close to doing the job, but just, half a step slow here and there. And we gave up a big fourth quarter. And we just got to tighten that up. And, they just played well offensively tonight, better than they did the last time we played.
Calvin said this is kind of what you're going to expect to see from them the whole series. Do you guys think this, if you come show up and do your jobs and execute the way you guys know you're capable of, you take care of business, or you have to make adjustments? Or
well, there's no reason why we can't, win if we play up to our capabilities. We're a good team. They're a good team too. You still look at their roster; they got a lot of talent, a lot of size, regardless of how many guys they've lost. So we got to respect them. We are definitely on notice now, and we're going to have to play better.
Amare, are you going to change anything for game 2 as far as your mindset and how you go into it?
No, I just think we got to take those guys, seriously. Without Brandon Rowe and a few other guys, I think that we might have, not have taken them seriously as we should have. So I think coming to game 2 now, we understand how important these games are. How important every possession is, and really bring the effort in game 2. So I think we're going to be well prepared. We're going to study a little bit more and figure out ways and watch film and figure out ways we can do a better job out there.
What's the key for you if they're going to double and triple team you and collapse in getting the ball out, or what is it having Steve or somebody get the ball to you quicker? What do you need to do to adjust your game if they're going to keep clogging it?
Well, catch it a little further out the block. Maybe create some offense where moving a little bit, catch them on the move. Anytime you get those guys, standing in a position where they can load up it's tough to penetrate. It's tough to get in the lanes. They're so long and athletic. So, you know, catch off the block a little bit more, get them on the move. Hopefully that'll free up offense a little bit.
Did you ever feel like you had the pace where you wanted it tonight?
No, I mean, it probably didn't feel like we had the pace we wanted, but having said that, I thought we missed a lot of shots we could have made. They would have given us a chance to go on a run there, go through a stretch where we did. But you know, I also think that, you know, we'll improve. I think we'll improve also making the game a little bit more easier or more advantageous for Amare. You know, a lot of times, you know, we got to put him in better positions to use his ability instead of just throwing him the ball and then basically play the zone. So we'll take a look at it. We'll try to free him up and give him more opportunities and more space and different looks so that it's not so predictable at times.
After a game like tonight, you look forward to, like, Tuesday night come fast enough so you can kind of get back on the court and get this out of your mind?
Yeah, I mean, of course we want to get back out there, but we need to be patient. We got some homework to do, and we got to rest up and get prepared and make sure we're ready in game 2.
Steve, do you have, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, go last question then.
Steve, do you have any sense, having watched your younger teammates
Yeah,
grow
last
up
one.
this season, that they felt the playoff pressure just a little bit and make decisions as quickly as they could have?
You know, I don't know if that's a fair assessment. I mean, you could make that argument. At the same time, I thought that, you know, that's the type of game it is when you play Portland. You know, they really take away a lot of space with their length, and it's not always going to look pretty like it can some nights when we're flowing. So, but we have beaten them at that game, and you know, they got to beat us 4 times. So, I believe in our young guys. I believe in our group, and it's a pleasure to play with these guys, and I'm excited for game 2.